Sorry ass DJ.
Hey everybody, how you doing out there? And welcome back to another Ranking the Victims' Deaths from the Halloween franchise. I'm on Halloween 5, The Revenge of Michael Myers. And we have 18 deaths to talk about, but I only will have 10 spots. One of them is going to actually have 2 people in it, which sometimes I will have like 2 or 3 in one spot because how quickly they are. But another one is going to actually have 8 in one spot. And once I get to that one there, I will explain why I didn't want to do them individually there. And I would definitely be kind of curious, what do you think about the deaths? And how would you rank, if you want to rank all 18 or rank the top 10, how I'm actually doing it? Give me a comment down below there, or just give me your best or your worst. That's definitely fine with that there too. Let's get ourselves started here. Number 10 is going to be Male Hermit. Now, after supposedly that the cops blew up Michael Myers, where of course he barely escaped anyways, Michael Myers actually, after he's floating down a little bit of a river, he actually ends up at an old guy's cabin, and I guess he faints, and it turns out that he was actually in a coma possibility for an entire year until the next Halloween for 1989 there. So who knows what this old man was actually doing? Was he actually just taking care of him? Was he doing bad stuff to our villain? Who knows there? But finally, Michael Myers does wake up on Halloween night. We have this hermit who's actually making some dinner. It looked like soup. Don't know for sure there. Michael Myers grabs the guy by the mouth and knocks him onto the ground. And all we see is Michael Myers just pretty much doing this. Like Michael Myers is a damn gorilla, and he's just pounding this guy to death there. And I wish they kind of would have shown the aftermath. That would have been kind of cool there, but who knows if it was, okay, this is all we really want to do. We're not going to show it. We don't want to have the extra blood for his on his face or whatever there. So this is where I thought was a good place to actually put it there. Number 9 is going to be Deputy Nick and Deputy Tom. So after Tina goes into a barn at this party that they're actually at, she's looking for a couple of her friends. She notices that they're actually dead. She runs out of the barn, goes to the police car, and she opens up, I believe it was the driver's side door, and then the driver slowly kind of like leans over there, and you see holes all over his neck and his chest area. Same thing with the guy in the passenger side. This was an aftermath death, of course, but Michael Myers ended up using a pitchfork to stab them, and I thought, okay. I think it would have been kind of cool, especially them being idiot cops, of kind of getting something out of that there, but okay, that's what they decided to do, was an aftermath death, their off-screen kill. Okay, so be it there. Number 8 is going to be Rachel. Now, when it comes to Rachel, she's walking around her house after she took a shower. At one point, she actually lost Max the dog. He actually ran away there. He finally comes back, and she's kind of like going, up and down steps here. She finally goes back upstairs. She's in a room. I don't know if it's her bedroom or not. And she was like looking at, I believe, like a picture, I think, of her and Rachel. And then when she turns around, comes Michael Myers, and she's, no, don't, and stabs her like in the shoulder and like chest area there. And I will definitely say that, other than it was disrespectful, that if you're going to kill her off, wait until like Act 3. Think about like A Nightmare on Elm Street Part 3 with Nancy. That's kind of one that was kind of a surprise that she actually gets it, but I like the trick from Freddy there. Something like that. But when you look at something like this movie and A Nightmare on Elm Street Part 4, and they just wipe them out very quickly, that's so disrespectful. But plus her acting with her death scene, no, that just seems so weak there too. Number 7 is going to be Tina, the one who replaces Rachel. So we get her being chased down by Michael Myers in actually her boyfriend's car, Mikey, that we haven't got to yet. And he's probably going like 5 miles per hour or something like that. And she's trying to run away and avoid being hit by the car if possible. Michael Myers actually hits a tree. The car starts catching on fire. Well, eventually Michael Myers finally gets out of the car. He's walking up to Jamie, and he looks like he's about to try to stab her. Well, Tina comes to the rescue, and grabs, I believe, grabs the knife or grabs, Michael Myers' arm there. Michael Myers grabs her and slowly stabs her in the chest. So it's like one thing is like, okay, she tried. One good thing is that she tried to actually protect Jamie, and she does do that there. And I will admit, I do like her slightly better than most people, but I get why she could be very annoying to people there too. But I thought her death was so. Number 6 is going to be Sheriff Meeker and 7 other cops. We got a cop that was actually going to take Jamie, I guess, back to the hospital. And the thing was that you hear some kind of gunshot going on, and they show the man in black. And he has like a machine gun, and he's like mowing down all the cops there. So the one cop that was in the cop car with Jamie, he goes back in the station. She starts slowly going in, and we got the camera pretty much behind her the whole time. And we see all these cop just laying there. If they're like laying, no matter how they're laying, they're pretty much just blood around their head, around their body area there. And she's walking around and sees all of them just laying there. That's why I'm saying, how can I do them individually there? Oh, Sheriff Meeker here, cop number 1, cop number 2. I'm not going to do that there. And then we kind of get the whole thing where the man in black helped out Michael Myers escape prison. It's still just an okay. All these deaths going on. I think, as I said, I like the camera angle following right behind Jamie the whole time for like the last like minute or something like that. Number 5 is going to be Samantha. Now, when it comes to Samantha, her and Spitz were going to have sex for the very first time in the barn. This is where Tina was looking for her 2 friends there. And the thing was that because Spitz actually gets it first, so what happens is after he gets it, she tries to defend him, going after Michael Myers with the pitchfork. Michael Myers actually kind of grabs the pitchfork, and she kind of gets flung to a wall there. I think he drops the pitchfork there, and he has like a sickle, and he slides the sickle up, and we see the shadow of the girl and the blood, spitting onto the shadow there. I wish they would have shown that one there, but that's definitely a pretty unique and messed up death. Number 4 is going to be Deputy Charlie. And now when it comes to Charlie here, he's actually trying to escape out of a window because Michael Myers is, of course, in his old house there. And it turns out it doesn't quite work out for him. Sort of, but the thing was that he starts like shooting at Michael Myers, doesn't of course, affect him that much there. But once Michael Myers does get up to this deputy here, he actually ties a rope around the deputy's neck and then pushes him out of a window. So he couldn't do it himself, but Michael Myers is like, sure, let me kill you by, hanging you out this window here because you were trying to escape there. I do enjoy that death there. Kind of even a simple hanging, I'm still kind of a sucker for. Number 3 is going to be Deputy Eddie. Now, when it comes to Deputy Eddie, he's actually on the walkie-talkie talking to his partner, Charlie. Michael Myers, he actually is driving the police car, and he actually hits Eddie from the back. Michael Myers comes up to the guy, punches his fist through the window, and punches this guy in the face, grabs him from the back of the head, and starts smacking his head off of the dashboard. And I will say that's probably the most action that we ever really get with Michael Myers, honestly. Just kind of made me laugh. Number 2 is going to be Mikey. And the thing with Mikey is that he's someone who loves his car. And if anybody touches it, he wants to fucking kill them there. So you get one where Mikey's actually looking at himself in the rear view mirror. And then we kind of get Michael Myers walking by behind the car. He actually has a weapon with him. I think it was actually it was a gardening claw. Hits the car in the back and starts scraping. And he's like, oh, Mikey's pissed off at this, of course. He comes up and he has this metal pole and he's about to try to hit Michael Myers. Michael Myers grabs him by the neck. He drops the metal pole there. Michael Myers actually has that gardening claw that he just messed Mikey's car with and just smacks him in the head, and it looks so goddamn real. I will definitely say this one and my number 1 are definitely really, really good. I like both of them there, but I had to put somebody at number 2. He hits the ground there. Michael Myers actually grabs Mikey by the arms and then just drags him off camera. But number 1 is going to be Spitz. So you got Spitz, who's kind of messing around at the bar a little bit, scares Samantha. They start actually making out slowly, starts taking each other's clothes off there, and then we get Michael Myers right behind Spitz with the pitchfork and just slams that pitchfork through his back or into his back, through his stomach there. And I'm like, ooh, those, like I said, between that and Mikey there, love both of these here. Well, there you folks go. There is my ranking of The Victim's Death, Halloween 5. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this, and I will see you guys in the next one. Have a good one. Bye.